So hi children, in that previous video we discussed about that standard form of a number, no? So and uses also we discussed. If anyone missed means once you go to that previous video and once read that, okay, once follow that video. Now in this video we are going to discuss about that how many devices are there and some of the devices, and in the same way, okay, how many even devices are there, how many odd devices are there. Okay, let us say that. Actually, what is the standard form of a number? N is equals to P1 power N1 into P2 power N2 into P3 power N3 and so on up to Pk power Nk. Okay, where P1, P2, P3 and so on are prime numbers. Are prime numbers. Now what about that N1, N2, N3 and so on up to Nk are positive integers. Okay, depends on the condition. What is the first one? Number of devices. Number of devices or factors. Number of devices or factors. What is that formula means? Here n is equals to number of devices and number of factors. How we can find means number of devices should be represented by d of n. Number of devices should be represented by d of n. D of n. It should be represented by n1 plus 1 into n2 plus 1 into n3 plus 1 and so on. Okay, listen carefully. Here d of n means number of devices. D of n means number of devices of a number. So what is that formula here? n1 plus 1 into n2 plus 1 into n3 plus 1 into and so on. That is the formula. So how we can know that n1, n2, n3 and so on? Okay, did you get the doubt? Okay, see here. Okay, n1, n2, n3 means here first every number I told you that it should be expressed in the form of standard form. Okay, how to express into standard form means we have to take here prime factorization of a number. What is that? Prime factorization of a number. Okay, first simple number I am going to take, that is again 10 or anything your wish. Okay, so number of devices of 10. Number of devices or factors of 10. So here first we can express that prime factorization of 10. So 10 how we can express? 2 into 5. Yes or no? 2 into 5. So 2 power nothing is there means we have to consider it as 1. Here 5 power nothing is there means we have to consider it as 1 only. Okay, no need to say about that prime numbers, just we have to observe here only n1, n2, n3 and so on. Okay, so here n1 is equals to 1, this is n1 and this is n2. So n2 is also equals to 1. Okay, now apply this formula here. Number of factors of 10 we need to find out. Number of devices of 10. So which is equals to, here n1 is equals to 1 plus 1, n1 plus 1, okay, into n2 plus 1, n2 is also 1, so 1 plus 1, which is equals to 2 into 2, which is equals to 4 devices are there in all. Okay, so 10 is having how many devices? 4 devices. Let us see what are the devices. 10 is having the devices 1, 2, 5, 10. Yes or no? 1, 2, 5, 10. So 10 is having here how many factors? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what we got here, no? Yes or no? Without writing the factors, easily we can say that how many factors are there to that given number. Is it useful? Yes, it is very, very useful in that any competitive examinations also. So listen carefully. So by using this formula, we can say that how many devices are there for a given number. Okay, now I am going to take that one greatest number. Okay, any 4-digit number I am going to take. So my number is 1080, that is a 4-digit number, no? So how to express this number? Here n is equals to 1080. How to express this is in the form of p1 power n1 into p2 power n2 into and so on up to pk power nk. Okay, how to represent this? Before going to represent that one, here we have to take that a prime factorization of a number. Okay, so prime factorization is 2 5s 10, 2 4s 8 and 2 5 40s 1080. Clear? Next, 2 27s 54 and 2 70s 2 540. Next, 2 1s 2, 2 3 6, 2 5s 10, 2 135s 270. Next, 135, that is not divided by 2. You know that prime factorization, no? Okay, so here 135 is divided with 5. It is possible, no? So 5 2s 10 and 5 7s 35. Is it clear? 5 2s 10 and 5 7s 35. So totally 135. Next, 27. 27 is divided by, yes, 3. 3 9s 27. 3 9s 27. So 9 again divided by 3 3s. Again here 3 1s 3. Okay, now we have to consider that these all left side numbers. So what are those ones? See that 2 into 2 into 2. 2 how many times there? 3 times. So I written 3 times. Next, 1 2 3. 3 times 3 there. In order I am writing 3 into 3 into 3. Okay, 2 after 3 or 2 after 5? 2 after 3 only, no? If 3 is not there, then we can go for that 5. Okay, but here 3 is there, no? So that's why I written here. For your understanding only I am saying this. Okay, you have to write in order. Next, 5 there only once. Is it clear? All are completed or not? 3 2s, 3 3s, 1 5. Clear, no? Now here 2 repeated how many times? 3 times. 2 repeated 3 times and 3 also repeated 3 times and 5 repeated, 5 is not repeated, 5 is there only one time. Okay, so we can express that is in the form of 5 power 1. Now just observe that now this is in the form of standard form of a number or not. Okay, now this number we converted into standard form of a number only, no? Okay, now how we can write this? 1080 we can express it as 2 cube into 3 cube into 5 power 1. Okay, now I want to know that how many divisors are there for 1080. So number of divisors of 1080 I want to know that. So what is the formula here? Just we have to consider that only n1, n2, n3 only, no, it's the powers only we have to consider here. So n1 plus 1, n2 plus 1 and n3 plus 1. 3 plus 1, 3 plus 1, 1 plus 1. Clear? Only powers are not, here I am not taking that prime numbers. Here we need to consider that only powers. Okay. So 3 plus 1 4, again 3 plus 1 4, again 1 plus 1 2. Okay. So 4 4s is 16, 16 2s 32. Okay. So how many factors are there for 1080? If you have doubt, then you can check for that 1080 factors. After that you count it, you will get that 32 factors. Okay, just take it as a homework, and if you want to know that how many factors are there, is it correct or not, then you can check for that. Okay, so here how many factors are there in all for 1080? That is 32 factors are there, 32 divisors are there. So what is that formula here? That is d of n is equals to n1 plus 1 into n2 plus 1 into n3 plus 1 and so on. So this is the formula we have to use for to find number of divisors of a given number. Okay, now here how many even divisors are there, how many odd divisors are there? Here we will discuss about that, how many even divisors are there, how many odd divisors are there. Okay, let us see that. Number of odd divisors. Okay, so odd divisors of n. So here the formula is, just observe that P1 means here except that 2 powers, except that 2 powers remaining any prime number. If you consider any prime number, those all are odd numbers only, no? Odd number power means every time you will get that odd numbers only. Okay, for example, here the number is in the form of n is equals to 2 power p into 3 power q into 5 power r into 7 power s and so on. If the number is in this form, okay, then how to know that how many divisors, how many odd divisors are there? So here odd divisors means 2 square is there, that is 4. Okay, 2 cube is there, that is 8. 2 power 5 is there, that is 32. So if you consider these all numbers, these all are even numbers or odd numbers. So even number power, anywhere you will get that even only, but we are considering here only odd divisors we are saying. Okay, that's why leave that 2 here, leave that 2 power p to find that number of odd divisors. So here onwards, what is that formula here? That is nothing but q plus 1 into r plus 1 into s plus 1. Okay, so if you take this formula, then here n is equals to p1 power n1 into p2 power n2 into p3 power n3 and so on. Here where p1 is equals to 2, then number of odd divisors, then here number of odd divisors, the formula is n2 plus 1 into n3 plus 1 into n4 plus 1 and so on. So these two are that, this formula or this formula, anyone you can use for that, except that 2 powers, any prime number powers, always you will get that odd factors only, except the powers of 2. Okay, you have to keep that thing in your brain. Just we are discussing about that odd divisors, that's why we have to consider these odd numbers only. Okay, so what, by using this formula, how to find that odd divisors? Once say this. Here I am going to take that again 10 as that example. So odd divisors of 10. So 10 we can express it as 2 power 1 into 5 power 1. Okay, so odd divisors. So how many odd divisors are there? Here 2 is even number, so leave that 2. 5 power 1 is there, so we can take that q plus 1, which means 1 plus 1, which is equals to 2 odd divisors are there. 2 odd divisors are there. Okay, let us see that 1, 2, 5, 10. 1, 2, 5, 10. How many odd divisors are there? 1 and 5. These two are that odd divisors, no? So we got that here 2 as that number of odd divisors of a given number. Okay, let us see one more example. 36 there. What is that? 36. 36 is having how many odd divisors? First we need to convert this one in the form of standard form. So take that prime factorization. 2 18s, 2 9s, 3 3s, 3 1s. So we can express that 36 as 2 square into 3 square. 4 9s 36, no? So like that 3 square into, sorry, 2 square into 3 square. So here number of odd divisors, number of odd divisors of 36. Number of odd divisors of 36, what is that here? Odd divisors we are talking, that's why here leave that. So here what is that? 2 plus 1. So we are having here 3 odd divisors. So 36 is having 3 odd divisors. Let us check that. 36 we can write it as the factors of 36. Here we have the 2 methods. By using 2 methods we can write the factors, no? In before classes we learnt. Okay, how to find that factors by using that multiplication method or by using that division method also we can say. So 1 into 36, next 2 18s 36, next 3 into how much is equal to 36? 3 12s 36, 4 9s 36, and 36 is not divided by 5, 36 is divided by 6, 6 6 36. Next 7 8 not factors. Again in repetition you will get that factors. So here factors 1 2 3 4 6. Now in this order, here 6 already completed, so next one 9 12, 18, 36. Yes or no? Now here how many number of divisors? Number of divisors means here 2 plus 1 into 2 plus 1. Okay, 3, and here this is 3. So 3 3s 9 divisors in all. Okay, by using that formula we can find that number of divisors. No. So how many divisors we got here? 9 divisors are there in all. Just see that 3, 3, 3. So totally we have that 9 divisors. Clear no? Now for which topic we are discussing? Odd divisors. So number of odd divisors we got here 3 odd divisors. Let us check that 3 odd divisors are there or not. 1, 3, 9. Except 1, 3, 9, is there any other odd factor here? Except 1, 3, 9, is there any other odd factor? If you find that any odd factor, you can comment that. Any odd factor is there? Not there. So how many odd factors are there here? Only 3 odd factors are there. So which number we got here? 3. So is it true or not? Yes. Okay. So by using this formula we can find here number of odd divisors of a number. Number of odd divisors of a given number. So in this video we discussed about that number of divisors of a particular given number, and in the same way we discussed about that number of odd divisors of a given number. Okay, in that next video we will discuss about that number of even divisors of a number and sum of all the divisors of a given number. Okay.